Today I wrote this post on LinkedIn and went, you know what, that's going to make a great post or video. So I'm going to turn it into a video for TikTok. The first thing is I need to wear my road cone costume for this because I actually mentioned road cones on it. It's cold today, so I'm sacrificing myself for my art. Here's the trick. I'm going to basically do sentence by sentence and then edit it in CapCut, and then I'll load it up as my video. This is me recording all my bits and pieces. I did it by step. Some of it I had to repeat a few things, and then in the editing process, I'm going to have to remove those bits. Okay, so what I've done is I have created all my content together, and then I'm going to stitch together, take out all the tabs and bits and pieces in CapCut, and then I'm going to post them to TikTok. And I'm also going to show this how I made video as well. Right, so here I'm going to select my CapCut app. I'm going to add in all the videos. Now, I forgot to mention where it's going to be, so I'm adding in way too many videos because I couldn't remember which ones they were, so there they are. The key thing here is to eliminate all the bits and pieces that I don't need. So I'm listening first to work out which bits I need. I've realized I don't need that part, so I'm deleting it. And then I'm going to come through and I'm going to listen very carefully. And you can see I'm using my hand, or you can't see the thumb, but I'm using my hand to make the gaps in there disappear. I'm listening to it and I'm going to do the same at the end to trim them. Now, if I want to be super awesomely focused on this, I'll also go back through and cut out all the breaths. Haven't done it this time, but you can also do that just by using the split, which is down there at the bottom, cutting it and splitting it, but it is a bit more picky and takes a bit more time to do. So I'm going to go through and do this for all the different sections. In terms of time, this really only took me about 3 or 4 minutes to do all those bits and pieces and cut and trim it. CapCut is awesome. You can add lots of features, but I'm just going to show you how I'm adding in the content. So I literally just add the text in there and I put my title in, and now I'm going to have a faff around a bit and work out what I want to say. So I started writing something, then I went, this isn't what I want to call it. So you can just quickly go in and edit. Every time you press enter, it makes it a new line. So it means that you can carefully space it, and then you can push and squeeze with your fingers to make the squares bigger and smaller in terms of the font size as well. So I changed it around and worked out what I wanted to say. You can change the color by pressing the different styles and effects. I got again distracted, I often do, working through what I wanted to do. And then you can add effects or bubble animations as well. So I like the font, for me, I like the font Marvin. So I use that font. You can play around and choose the ones that you like. So I found Marvin, it's nice and clear. You can choose how long it's going to show, but you can see it only shows on the front little bit. And then I was like, doesn't really feel like it pops for me. So I went and had a little look at the different effects and styles. So I've changed it so that it's a bit more square by doing the return button in there. And now I'm going to go and choose a bubble. Don't like the animations. I'm going to go in the bubbles and I'm having a little play and have a look and see what I like the look of. So I find that I really like, that's a bit bammy for me, but it looks kind of cool. But I scroll down and have a look and decide that I really like the look and feel of this. And then I'm just going to change the color of the font. So go back to font and change the color. So I can actually change the style and then go across and scroll across till I found an orange that kind of goes with my road cone costume, and that's it. As I'm going to multi-purpose this, I want to do the captions in here. Plus, I like the way the captions look. So you go and press down onto auto captions and it will do, it's not perfect. You can edit them. I normally don't bother, to be honest, but it's sitting there and it's creating my captions, and you can see them below, and I can go through and I can edit those. I want to make them a bit bigger, and I also want to use the Marvin font because I like it. And you can choose exactly where you're going to put it on the page. You can choose a whole lot of stuff. You want to make sure it's not too far down because it can get cut off, so you want to make sure it's in the space. So I've got that. I do a little check to make sure most of it's right. It looks pretty accurate. Might not be perfect, but it'll be enough. And then it's all ready for me to export. So here I am getting ready to export it, and now we're ready.